With so much opportunity out there in so many different parts of the industry and potential technology, how would you suggest that lenders evaluate if a new tool is worth investing in, especially in a tight margin environment?
Yes, I'd say there's two things there, Vimy. One is there's two types of companies that are introducing solutions into the market. There's those that actually have developed the technology, that have it working in production, that can make an absolute incredible impact for a lender. If that company can show them specifically where in their business they would recommend them deploying it to create that high level of value and no to low level of risk. So that's one type of company. The second is the company that comes in and says that they have all those capabilities and promises all these incredible return on investments and payback periods and huge efficiency gains, but they actually don't have that technology. They have components of it, they have pieces of it, but they're really going to build it out or connect it all once you sign their contract. And they will go to any lengths to get you to sign that contract. They'll be so desperate, they'll give you a year for free just to get you to sign the contract. And then they'll go and deliver it. And unfortunately, you've seen some lenders that have found themselves in that position where they've signed on the dotted line only to realize through implementation, well, these things you said you had, you actually don't have, or they're in what they call a beta period, which means that they don't really have it. So the first thing a lender has to do is really determine what is real and what's not real, because there is a lot of promises being made out in our industry and it's not backed by actual technology. So that's the first step I would go to. The second is I'd want to understand what's the true cost. There should be a very obvious value in deploying new technology. You should be able to point to, okay, if I leverage this technology and I'm spending $1 for it, I should be able to very clearly see where this saves me $1.25 or $1.50. And I shouldn't see that it saves me 25 cents or 50 cents, because now what I've done is I've just added to my cost. So you've got to be able to very clearly identify where the profitability comes from making that sort of investment. One of the things that we've really pivoted to at Optimal Blue last year was focusing on being able to articulate the ROI of everything that we deploy, which is one of the reasons why we've deployed so much generative AI and automation at no cost to the customer. Because then it's a very easy calculation. If I deploy this and I no longer have to do that, then that's 100% margin to me. And so making sure first and foremost that what people are promising you on PowerPoints or Vaporware is actually real is the first step. And then the second is make sure that you can clearly identify what and quantify what the actual dollar savings are going to be to you as a lender. Because if I'm a CFO, people have come to me for years saying, well, we want to invest in this because it's going to improve the experience or improve the satisfaction of the customer. And it's so squishy to try to figure out what is the return on satisfaction. When you're deploying automation, it's very easy. If I spend $1 here, I should be able to show clearly where I'm going to save $1.25, $1.50, or even better, $5 or $10 over here. So if you can do those two things, then you should absolutely be trying to embrace that new technology from any provider who can actually deliver it.